1. Purple is positive 1. Yellow is positive 1t. And orange will be negative 1t, just so we can work through this equation. So we'll start by writing the equation out with my symbols first. I have negative 1, which is in red, sorry. And then parentheses, t plus a regular 1 T should be in yellow, but it's a little hard to read. And then we're going to close the parentheses. Once those parentheses are closed, we're going to treat 4t here, minus 4t, as a negative 4t. So we have negative 1t, so 4 of those. So it's going to be the equivalent to negative 4t plus 5 individual, plus 5. So we're going to put our bears here. So negative 1, which is a red bear, and then times t, which is yellow, plus 1, which is purple, close parentheses. We now have negative 4t, which is going to be orange. So here are negative 4t outside of the parentheses, plus 5. Plus 5. So now we have to simplify like the terms. So using the order of operations, we are going to do PEMDAS, which is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. We'll start with parentheses, which would be this equation, this part of the equation right here. So negative 1 times 1t, or t, would then equal negative 1t, which we said was orange. And then we're going to do this one next. So negative 1 times 1 would still be negative 1. So we're going to use another red for that. And the equation still will be plus in between those. We just distributed here. So we did negative 1 times t, and then we did negative 1 times negative 1 times positive 1. So these now become negative 1t plus 1. Now we have our negative 4 on the outside of the parentheses. So the next step from PEMDAS, we did parentheses. There are no exponents. We're going to do multiplication. There's no multiplication. There's no division. We're going to do addition now. We have negative 4t, which 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can just kind of cut this off so you realize this is a new equation here. Plus 5. And I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, there's still simplification to be done here, simplifying to be done here, because we have negative 1t plus negative 1. Then here we still have negative 4t plus 5. Because 5 and the negative 1 are like terms, as well as negative 1t and negative 4t, we're going to simplify from there. So negative 1t plus negative 14 will give us negative 5. We are going to move these down. So you have negative 5t. And then we're going to simplify negative 1 plus 5 equals 4. because 5 minus 1 equals 4. So we're going to now use 4 of these bears. We're going to take one out because that's our negative. So the equation simplifies all the way down to negative 5t plus 4. And that's that would be combining like two. Now we're doing magic numbers. So we're going to choose a number, multiply by 6, add 12, divide by 12, subtract 6, and divide by 3 for all my 3 examples. I'm using 3, 6, and 9 for my examples, and then I'll show you in the end how it works for a variable of x. For the first one, we're going to use the number 3. Then we're going to do 3 times 6, which equals 18. Next step, we're going to do 18 plus 12. That equals 30. Step 4, we're going to do divide by 2, 30. Divide by 2 equals 15. And then we have 15 now for step 5. Now we're going to do 15. Subtract 6 equals 9. And for the last step, we're going to divide by 3. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Same number we started out with in the very beginning. Now, we're going to go to the next number. Our next number is going to be 6. So pick a number at 6. Multiply by 6. 6 times 6 equals 36. Our next step is add 12. 36 plus 12 equals 48. Step 4, we have 48. And we're going to do divide by 2. So 48 divided by 2 equals 24. Step 5, we're going to subtract 6. 24 minus 6 equals 18. Now last step, we're going to divide it by 3. So 18 divided by 3 equals 6. Again, that's the same number we started out with. 6 at the very end. Now our last magic number here is going to be the number 9. So we start with the number 9 here. Then we're going to multiply it by 6. Sorry. Multiply by 6 for step 2. 9 times 6 equals 54. Step 3, we're going to do 54. They want us to add 12. That equals 66. Step 4, we are going to divide it by 2. Sorry, that was step 3. Step 4, we're going to do 66 divided by 2 equals 33. Step 5, we're going to subtract 6. So we're going to do 33 minus 6. This number is 27. Our last step, we're going to do 27. And they want us to divide by 3 equals 9. Now to make this an entire equation with a variable of x, just using a random letter of x. So if our number was, let's see, we'll do it with a little bit brighter of a color, x. Then we're going to multiply x by 6. X times 6 equals 6x. So now for step 3, we have 6x, and they want us to add 12. 6x plus 12, right? Now, they want us to divide by 2. 6x plus 12 divided by 2. We're dividing everything by 2. That gives us 3x plus 6, because 6x divided by 2 is 3x. 12x divided by, 12 divided by 2, I'm sorry, is 6. So now we have 3x plus 6 for step 5. We're going to subtract 6 minus 6. Using like variables is the only thing we can cancel out. So now we have 3x for step 6. They want us to divide it by 3. Divided by 3, x. And then we've completely simplified for x.